A new event, and the balancing. And now this is a team event. All five marbles will be going down this track and trying to make it to the end. More points means a better result. Get ourselves reminded with the results of the last event, the hurdles. Here is a Group A standing. Blue News, Whirlwind, or Surfing Sharks, Green Satellites, and Berry Blossoms are in the qualification zone. On Radiation Nation, Sugar Rushers, Marbles, Heat, Reflecting Rodeos, Eminence Comes, and the timers are all at the bottom. They need to try and pull something if they want a shot at qualifying for for season 2. Here, Group B, Eccentric Electric, Withered Walkers, Lemmy Lunatic, Glitchy Gladiators, Crashing Waves, and Team Magenta are our top 6, and in the bottom, Crazy Chickens, Sloping Lasers, Hopper Cloud, Fears of Sky, Fern Freezers, and the Coniferous Climbers. Yes, we will now head off. We'll start in the championship order, starting with Group A. Heat one will be the Blue Newts. Newts obviously one of the teams that had a uh, pretty bad team, couple bad team events last round. Currently, they seem to be last season. Currently, they seem to be doing pretty okay. That'll be pretty good. Two people went into the 10. That will be good enough for 36 points. A pretty good, decent result. Well, even though they couldn't get one finisher. Moving on, the Whirlwinds. So the team that got second in the coaches championship in the main league, that's pretty bad at here actually. 31, a whole 5 points behind in the Blue Newts. Obviously, and especially in an event like this, the margins can be very small. So this could be a very costly mistake for the mistake. Next up, the Oro Orbs, currently doing kind not many major finishers though. They seem to be set for a pretty mediocre run actually. Seems okay actually. Their consistency was pretty good. They beat out the Whirlwinds with 34 points, but they will still lose out to the Blue News due to a lack of high finishers. Next up is the Surfing Sharks, one of the teams the last qualifier that actually was never in the qualification zone, had their first chance here. As one, they could have had two finishers there actually, the Surfing Sharks, but they will do enough for first, 38 points. And moving on, we have the Green Satellites. Similarly, in a similar vein to the Surfing Sharks, their first ever appearance in the qualification zone that appeared in the last qualifier. Currently, they seem to be doing pretty. That was actually a pretty bad run, but I think their last marble there saved them with that 10 points. Yep, 31 points. They will lose out to or Surfing Sharks and the Blue Newts, but they will do it just enough to beat out the Whirlwinds. Next up, we have the Berry Blossoms, the team that just scraped by in qualifiers to take that final qualifying spot, finished 11th last season. Currently doing not so great. And they tried to get the finisher there, but fortunately they didn't get it. Yep, that will be last for them actually. That will be six provisionally out of 6 heats, 30 points. Not looking good for them. Next up, Radiation Nation, our silver. Our runners up in the B League last couldn't actually participate in the qualifiers. Currently doing not so great. Quite surprising considering Isotope was a pretty good captain last in their B League. Yeah, once again they have finished. They will actually do worse than the Berry Blossoms. Quite shocking. They're not looking good for the team that probably wants a shot at qualifying. Next up, Sugar Rushers. Right now they had a new captain mid-season swap. Now last season, the Glucose, but it doesn't seem to be a good run from them either. Yeah, once again though, they set it for the third heat in a row. They set the worst score provisionally. Next up, the Marbles of Heat. They got bailed out along with the other unrelegated teams last round from relegation. They seem to do pretty okay here. They will beat out quite a few, actually fifth place over provisionally in Heat 9. Next up in Heat 10, Reflecting Rodeos had a pretty dismal run there in last event with Contemplate in the hurdles. Right now they're going very straight. Not strategy we've commonly seen as they do pretty bad. 27 points over. That's 2 points behind the Sugar Rushers. Because that will be an atrocious result. No, it will take quite a run from them for in the second half of the qualifiers if they want to qualify. Next up, the Eminent Comets. Actually doing pretty good. They get one finisher. This actually, yeah, it's actually first 40 points. An incredible run there for the Eminent Comets. Finally, we have the timers. So let's see what they can do. Obviously, it seems that that we've seen many evolving strategies. Going straight doesn't seem to be going in one straight line doesn't seem to be doing very well for them. Two tens that will actually be very good for them. They get third overall, 36 points. Yeah, as I was saying, it seems that you want to spread out your members so that you can get a higher score. It seems that going straight does kind of make you lose your momentum there. Your Eminence Commons to lead, which will help bail them out from a terrible Event 1, 16 points. They're now in the qualification zone. Blue News, Surfing Sharks, Aura Orbs, Amnesty Commons, Warwinds, and the Green Satellites are our qualification zone after Event 2. Right now, Reflecting Rodeo Singing did last with 2 point Sugar Rushers and then Radiation Nation. Not a good spot for them right now. Next up in Group B, we have Eccentric Electric. They said they had an incredible Event 1, setting the fastest lap, setting the fastest time of anyone. Currently, though, they did not do good, led by their captain Accelerate, who did set that hurdles run. That was a 31, a very mediocre result at best. Next up, we have the Wither Walkers, our rebranded Blackjacks from last season. They started off the qualifiers very well. Can they continue their momentum? Currently, it seems that they will be doing better. They don't get into that catch basin, 33 points. So 2 points ahead of the Centric Electric. So it's actually good from them right now. Lemony Lunatics up next. Fifth place, fifth place in the main league last season. Let's see what they can do this season. And currently, there's two at the front, but they fall off. They fall behind. No good finishers. No very high finishers in the 10th or 12th, but 33 points. They'll be behind the Wither Walkers, but ahead of the Centric Electric. Next up, the Glitchy Gladiators, one of the big surprise, the big dark horses of last season. They managed to climb their way up to six, which is pretty respectable. Three bronze medals. Currently, though, that actually was pretty bad. They had had quite a few at the top, at the left end, but P4 overall not looking good. Really not looking good for this team. Every point matters here. And moving on, we have the Crushing Waves, the champions of the B League last season. Currently doing pretty good. Wavy actually was an incredible actually did very good as team captain last season. They won every single team event that they were in. Can they continue their momentum here? Next up, Team Magenta. But one of a very consistent team last season. Currently, they seem to be spreading out, but not exactly. It was more like an arrow position, like a V formation, in which ultimately did not work out. 30 points, they will be ahead of the Gladiators, but not by much. Which is actually not gonna be looking good for them. Next up, the Crazy Chickens. Since they seem to be in a good spot right now. Currently not that was actually wait no that was a pretty bad run. In the after hurdles they were in a good spot. 26 points, absolutely atrocious. They were playing with bad finishers, but a lack of good finishers couldn't make up for that, as we've seen in previous heats. Next up, the Loping Lasers, our team that got dead last main league. Currently, they're actually looking pretty good. They could probably get the finisher. They get the finisher, first place overall. Oh, with 39 points, an amazing result there for the Loping Lasers. Hopper Cloud are up next. Next, next, they got fourth in the coaches championship in the B League. You've just been losing out to Team Radioactive on tiebreaker. Overall, they seem that was a decent result. P5, yeah, for 32 points. They beat out the Eccentric Electric, Team Magenta, and the Glitchy Gladiators, which will be pretty useful if they want to qualify. Next up, we have the Spheres of the Sky, one of our big disappointments from the hurdle. But currently, they actually did the straight line strategy, and they actually, surprisingly enough, they do it right. That's a strategy we've actually not seen been very effective until now. 30, they are up to P3. Next up, we have the front freezers who decide to go in all in on spreading out into a X formation, I guess. But it seems to have worked out for them in the end. They couldn't get that finisher, but P4 overall, 34 points, will prove dividends for them. Coniferous Climbers is finally left. Can the Loping Lasers win this qualifying event? This will be prove very vital, for instrumental for their qualifying chances, as they do fine, I guess. P8, yep. So it's They beat Eccentric Electric, but overall it's not great. Looking Laters win everyone, beat everyone. Pressing Wasters, Sky Firm Fleeters, Witter Walkers, Lemon Lunatic to our top half. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Crazy Chickens, Glitchy Glider, Team Magenta, and Eccentric Electric. Three of our qualifiers. Yeah, we can see Glitchy Gladiators, Team Magenta are now below the qualifications of Twisted Sky and Loving Lasers after the Mellows made up for it. Clever's Climbing Triangle soon last, and Crazy Chickens, very disappointing event for them. We will be seeing what these teams can do in the upcoming qualifying events of the slopes and the half pipes. There's time is still early for any of these teams to qualify, and we will catch you in the next one. See ya.